Alright guys, so I've been cutting a little bit today. It's a day during the week. I just put in a nice long 10-hour day at the shop cutting somebody else's steel, but today I'm cutting mine. I went at this a little bit with a spot weld cutter, and I realized it's going to be a lot easier to do this work if I can get in and out of the car quickly. And the best way to do that is to get my stuff out of the way in a little more, how about a little less surgical way. So I've been cutting. Now I'm going to take this off. So, I mean, I'm like super strong, so I just kind of tore that off there because I'm like Hulk and stuff. But basically what I did was I cut everything outside of all the seam welds, outside of all the spot welds, where I have fresh steel that's going to go in. All of this small bit here and all the way around here is going to get separated with my spot weld cutter and an air chisel, and I'll be separating all that stuff so that I'll have a way to just graft in the new section. In some of the other shots, you'll see this is pretty munched here, and that's why we're changing this. It's not rusty, it's just not straight, and it makes the fenders hang crooked, and I don't like that. Because even if it's going to be slightly imperfect and a little rude at every seam, that doesn't mean I have to knowingly let things be crappy. My philosophy on hot rodding and customizing is things get better as they get older. They don't just reach a point of acceptable shit and you just leave it. I guess that's my problem with the whole rat rod movement. Like, a rat rod should be a custom car that's just not quite done yet, and you should keep working until you realize your vision, and your vision shouldn't just be something that's crappy and gives kids tetanus when they're riding it. Otherwise, there'd be no point in putting in bigger motors and bigger brakes and so on and so forth. On top of that, I have got some stuff on order that should be in here in a couple days. I'm going to do a little what's in the box, and we're going to bust out a really cool kit, I hope, when I see it. I hope it's as cool as it sounds like it will be. And we'll be putting disc brakes on this thing, with that being said. So I'm going to pull some stuff down out of the loft, and we're going to start eyeing some stuff up. Sweet, right? So I just want to talk right quick about one of my favorite tools that I thought I'd share with everybody. Everybody's got a tool that they really like, that maybe some people have it, some people don't. But this is one of my favorite tools. This is a, I don't know, it's made by Barcalo Buffalo. It's a 1/2 inch and a 9/16 double box end wrench. And I just use this for everything, it's great. Whatever, back to Ghost. One side done. Realistically, a couple minutes with an angle grinder, that's gonna be gorgeous.
as this brings to close another super productive night in the garage. I got the core support off the car, as you can see here. I got lots of little metal stringers from my wire wheel stuck in my sweatshirt and my pants, which means we got grinding on some paint, some super old stuff, and get down to some bare metal so we can start welding things in. We're basically prepping the sheet metal so that we can start mocking in and tacking in the core support that's going to go in a little bit later this week. I think the next time I get back out here, that's going to be my plan, is to get that set in here, tacked, and start mocking things up and making sure it looks good, seeing what I need to add to either the bottom of the core support that I had, because it had been cut off, and I tried to measure and cut off what I needed off of this car as little as possible so I could just stitch weld the new one in. But I'm gonna probably be mocking in the motor and the trans within the next few days, week, whatever. As right now I've just got a lot of great access, and it'll be really easy to slide it in and slide it out without having to lift it up and over the core support, which is another extra 2.5, 3 feet that it's just awkward to have to lift it up and over. So slide it in is nice and easy. It'll give me a really good eye for what headers we can use and what I'm actually going to be running into. I may even leave the core support off and do all the final welding of it after the motor is final assembled and in the car, and after the engine bay has been painted for the most part, because all the wiring, the battery's going to be in the trunk, and the only thing left up front is just going to be the headlights and the turn signals, and maybe some fog lights if I add some now behind the grill or something. But otherwise, you can look forward to some new what's in the box coming up, and some what can we stick together with melted metal and electricity on the next episode of Wrench Fetish. I'm your host, Ben. I'm done spinning wrenches for the night. Hope I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.